So now we will talk about the Lodi Dynasty. I have already made videos on Sayyid Dynasty, Khilji Dynasty, and Tughlaq Dynasty and all. Slave Dynasty also. All the videos have been made, like from ancient history is completed. Now we are going through the medieval history, and it will be also completed. Okay, so we'll start from that Lodi Dynasty. Okay, so Behlul Lodi. I think you will, if you are active on social media, then one video was viral from KBC where Shah Rukh Khan was there and one person was completely confused which Lodi will be the option, Behlul Lodi or one, which Lodi. So from that one you may remember this thing. Okay, so he was the founder of Lodi Dynasty, and the Lodi Dynasty is the last ruling dynasties of the Sultanate period. So it was the last ruling dynasty of the Sultanate period. So like it was slave dynasty, Tughlaq dynasty, then one before Tughlaq there was Khilji dynasty and all. Okay, so Sayyid dynasty we have talked about, then these all have been talked about. So I have made lectures on that. Go through our channel and watch it. So he was not Lodi Dynasty was the last ruling dynasties of the Sultanate period. Okay, and he was a wise statesman who knew his limits. He knew his limit. Like some rulers were like, no, I just have to expand it country. No, however, like they were not thinking like whether they will control such vast empire or not. Like if India will say that I want Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh and Sri Lanka and all, okay, but will it be, you have to think it by logically, like will you able to control such a vast empire? Because in India only we saw lots of diversity which faces too much challenges for us. So he was a wise statesman who knew his limits, and he took various methods to gratify his nobles. And he conquered Etawah, Gwalior, Mewat, Sakit and Samtal, and further he died in 1489. So his reign was from 1451 to 1489 AD, and before this there was that Sayyid dynasty. Alauddin Shah was the last one. Okay, so and he conquered Etawah, Gwalior, Mewat, Sakit and Samtal. Okay, and then he died in 1489. So during his reign only he died. And Behlul Lodi was a wise ruler, and he never sat on the throne, and he used to sit on the carpet in front of the throne with his noble to gain their recognition and support. It was not like to show, like kingship was not there. So he does not believe in kingship kind of, like he want a equal status for all men. So he used to sit on the throne and on the carpet in front of his throne like nobles and all, to gain his recognition and their support. Okay, then after Sikandar Shahi came, he was from 1489 to 1517 AD. Okay, So Sikandar Shahi was the son of Behlul Lodi. So son of Behlul Lodi, and he sought the title of Sikandar Shah and ascended the throne. Okay, and he set up a well organized spy system, like he has a spy system also, and developed agriculture and industry, developed agriculture and industry. Then he was an orthodox Muslim. Okay, so and like following the tradition and all, and believes on religions and philosophy and practice. So generally he follows complete Muslim and rules and regulations, and he put severe restrictions on the Hindus. So because of this orthodox in nature, so on the Muslim side, so he put severe restriction on Hindus. Okay, and Sikandar Shah enjoyed the Shahnai music, love Shahnai music, and a work on music named Lahjati Sikandar Shahi was created during his name. So a work on music named Lahjati Sikandar Shahi was created during his reign. Okay, so from him the Lodi dynasty came into end. So it was like from 1517 after him, so 1526 AD. So Ibrahim Lodi succeeded Sikandar Shahi or Sikandar Lodi. So Ibrahim Lodi succeeded Sikandar Lodi, and he was an intolerant and adamant ruler. Okay, and he had humiliated many nobles and killed some nobles cruelly, and he was treated his son Dilwar Khan Lodi cruelly also, like he was treating everyone cruelly, even his son he was treated cruelly. And Daulat Khan, the most powerful noble of Punjab, who was discontented with Ibrahim Lodi, invited Babur, the ruler of Kabul, to invade India to remove Ibrahim Lodi, and Babur invaded the India and then defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the first battle of Panipat. So Babur, he is the same Baba for which that Ayodhya temple and Ram temple all issues occur, like Babur Masjid and all. So he was a cruel person who killed some nobles, and cruelly, like killing was very cruelly, and further treated his son very badly. Then Daulat Khan, the most powerful noble of Punjab, who was discontented with Ibrahim Lodi, okay, invited Babur, the ruler of Kabul, to invade India, and then Babur invaded India and defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the first battle of Panipat. Okay, from here the Panipat battle start. So Babur ended this Lodi dynasty. So we'll see just overview again, like a backup of like Behlul Lodi, the founder of Lodi Dynasty, and was also the founder of first Afghan empire in India. So was founder of Lodi Dynasty and first Afghan empire in India. Okay, and Behlul Lodi founded the dynasty and ruled from Delhi. He ruled from Delhi and clever and ambitious. He conquered Mewat, Samthal, Sakit, Etwa and Gwalior. He also ended the long war against the Jaunpur by defeating the last Sharki ruler Hasan Shah Sharki. Then Behlul Lodis came. He was then Behlul Lodi's rule. So Behlul Lodi's rule was like Ahmad Yadgar, writer of Tariq-e Salatin-e Afghan. No need to remember it. He was kind and generous. After the death of Behlul Lodi in 1489 AD, his son Sikandar Lodi succeeded him. That's Sikandar Shahi. Then Sikandar Shahi, he was the second son of Behlul, and his actual name was Nizam Khan. And Sikandar Lodi took the title of Sikandar Shah, suppression of Barbak Shah. Okay, Sikandar Lodi controlled the Ganges Valley up to western Bengal. So he controlled all the Ganges Valley up to the western part of the Bengal. And in his rule, he was the greatest of the three Lodi sultans. He was the greatest of the three Lodi sultans, kept a distance from nobles and kept distance from the nobles. So you will see in Bengal also by nobles faction will be like Turani faction, Irani factions and all. So right now just take like he kept distance from the nobles, and because of that nobility factions only British came into India. So we will talk about it in the videos in the coming videos. So he also tried to strengthen the loyalty of the people by various measures of public welfare. He also tried to strengthen the loyalty of the people by various measures of public welfare. And he introduced a new measurement called measurement rod called Gaji Sikandri. So he introduced a new measurement rod called Gaji Sikandri, and he had an efficient spying system and all, and religious bigotry and art and culture was like he repaired the Qutub Minar made by Qutubuddin Aibak. So he repaired the Qutub Minar and translated Ayurvedic book under the title of Tibbi Sikandri. Then Sikandar Lodi founded Agra city in 1504. And moved capital from Delhi to Agra as he felt that he could control his kingdom better from Agra, and built the city of Sikandrabad. So he moved his capital from Delhi to Agra as he felt that he could control his kingdom better from Agra, and built the city of Sikandrabad. Okay, that's why the city is named Sikandrabad, because it was founded by Sikandar Lodi. And he enjoyed the Shahnai music. I have already talked about it. Then Ibrahim Lodi came. So he became the Sultan. Ibrahim Lodi also became the Sultan, like he became the Sultan, and Ibrahim Lodi was the last ruler of Lodi Dynasty. You can see from last ruler of Lodi Dynasty. And suppression of Jalal Khan, suppression of Afghan Amirs, and the Afghan nobles generally considered the king to be first among the equals, but Ibrahim acted as a dictator, and this angered the nobles and other chieftains, which made them rise in the revolt against him. Okay, as I said, he was a cruel person who killed some nobles and further treated his son very badly. So the Afghans nobles generally considered the king to be first among the equals, but Ibrahim acted as a dictator, and this angered the nobles and other chieftains, which made them rise in revolt against him. So there was one who used to sit on the ground, not on the throne, like Behlul Lodi, and there is another one like Ibrahim Lodi, who was acting as a dictator, so a complete opposite character. So Babur, so at last then Dilawar Khan Lodi, the son of Daulat Khan Lodi, that Dilawat Khan Lodi the governor of Lahore, once I will tell you that was treated cruelly by Ibrahim Lodi. Like why he was the reason of discontented with Ibrahim Lodi. So actually it was like Dilawar Khan Lodi, the son of Daulat Khan Lodi, the governor of Lahore, was treated cruelly by Ibrahim Lodi. So in order to take revenge on him, Daulat Khan Lodi invited Babur, the ruler of Kabul, to invade India, and Babur invaded India, defeated Ibrahim Lodi in the first battle of Panipat, as I tell, 1526 AD, and thus putting an end to the Delhi Sultanate. Thus put an end to the Delhi Sultanate. Okay, so first battle of Panipat was marched in 1524 AD. 4 invasions done in India before this, and they controlled in Punjab, and Ibrahim Lodi was killed. The cause of failure was personality of Ibrahim Lodi. He was acting as a dictatorship. Babur was better, and army was ill trained of Lodi Dynasty, Ibrahim Lodi, and causes of the downfall of Lodi like weak administration in Behlul Lodi, and conflict between Sultan and Amirs, and war of succession, weakness of Ibrahim Lodi, and efficiency of Mughals. Okay, thank you.